Hey everyone! Welcome back to Nanuya Podcast. Today we're talking about something that might sound simple, but actually has a deep psychological side to it. It's about people who treat their birthday like just another normal day. No parties, no cake, no loud celebrations, just quiet, ordinary moments. Have you ever met someone like that? Or maybe you're one of them? Let's start with a small story. There's a woman named Lena. Every year when her birthday comes around, her friends plan surprises, they send messages, post pictures, and ask, "Hey, what are you doing today?" Big plans? And Lena always smiles and says, "Nothing special, just a normal day." She goes to work, eats dinner, maybe watches a movie, and that's it. No celebration, no candles, no wishes. But deep down, Lena isn't sad. She just doesn't feel the need to celebrate. And that's where the psychology gets interesting. For some people, birthdays are a celebration of life, a reminder of how far they've come and how much they've grown. But for others, birthdays can feel strange. It's not that they hate their birthday, it's just that they don't feel anything special about it. Psychologists say this often connects to personality and perspective. Some people are introverted. They prefer quiet reflection over public attention. Others are practical thinkers. They see a birthday as just another date on the calendar. And then there are those who associate birthdays with pressure. The feeling that they should be happy, they should celebrate, they should be surrounded by friends. That kind of expectation can sometimes feel heavy. Sometimes the way we see birthdays comes from our past. Maybe someone grew up in a home where birthdays weren't celebrated. Or maybe they once felt disappointed, forgotten by friends, or let down by someone important. So over time, they learn to protect their heart by expecting nothing special. It's not sadness. It's emotional self-protection. When you expect less, you hurt less. And for many people, that quiet detachment becomes a habit. There's also another side to it, self-identity. When someone says, "It's just another day," they might be expressing a kind of inner peace. They've accepted that joy doesn't have to come from external events, not from gifts, parties, or social validation. Instead, their happiness comes from routine, calm, and meaning in everyday life. That mindset is actually quite mature because it reflects emotional stability and self-contentment. But sometimes it can also hide emotional distance, a quiet loneliness that feels safer than connection. That's why it's important to ask yourself, do I really not care? Or am I just protecting myself from disappointment? And for many, birthdays are a celebration, a marker of survival, growth, and love. But for others, birthdays carry a quieter meaning. Psychologists say this often ties to personality, upbringing, and emotional perspective. Some people, like Ryan, are introverts who find too much attention overwhelming. A day filled with messages, calls, or parties might feel emotionally draining rather than joyful. To them, peace and normalcy feel like a gift. Others have learned not to expect much. Maybe they grew up in a family where birthdays weren't celebrated, not out of neglect, but practicality. Life went on. Bills had to be paid. Work didn't stop because someone turned a year older. So as adults, they carry that quiet habit forward, treating their birthday as just another Tuesday. Then there's another group, people who feel uncomfortable with celebration. They might associate birthdays with disappointment or loss, like people who once celebrated with someone who's no longer here. For them, birthdays can be bittersweet reminders rather than moments of joy. So next time your birthday comes around, pay attention to how you feel. If you want to celebrate, that's beautiful. If you don't, that's okay too. But take a moment to reflect. What does this day mean to you? Is it just another day? Or could it be a gentle reminder that you've survived, grown, and lived through another year? Because whether you celebrate it or not, your life still deserves to be acknowledged. And not everyone celebrates the same way. For some, birthdays mean noise and confetti. For others, it's silence and stillness, a quiet acknowledgement of growth. Both are valid. Both are human. Sometimes the most meaningful way to honor your life is simply to live it without pressure, without performance, just gratitude, in your own quiet way, even quietly, even just by you.